I want to point out that Len Kaczynski, in the first 28 days, gave 25 interviews, either by radio or television. He spent about 10 hours doing interviews. He spent roughly an hour with Brendan. This for some perspective.
That is incredible.
That's criminal. That's disgusting.
It's like when every time when he's on the stand there, Len, and the mention of the media or an interview with the media, his reaction is a smile or a laugh or a happy. And all I can take from that is that the guy is so happy to be in the limelight. And I know this has come up with other persons in this case, is that there's this desire to be in front of the camera. And he was more focused on getting in front of a camera than he was defending his client.
Yeah, that's so true, Jeff. He was in the process of running for judge. I guess judges are elected in Wisconsin. And, I think at the time of, before Brendan's trial, he just lost an election. Right now, I believe he's a sitting judge because he finally won the election he was after. And there are people in this world who believe there's no such thing as bad publicity. So he knows the cameras are on. He's got that fake smile. You just want to slap off in a nonviolent way. And just the hole that he's digging himself. Ask yourself, what do you have to do, right? What do you have to do to get this thing declared phony, declared false, declared unfair? After all that, right? And we still have more testimony to go. But what does it take? What does it take? It just boggles the mind.
I'm with you, Big Jeff. I feel like they've already laid out enough evidence for Brendan to get a new trial, and we're only a few minutes into this hearing.
I don't know what I'm like Big J. I'm not a lawyer either, and you get what you pay for. Just the old guy on the sideline here, just thinking to myself, this guy colluded with the prosecutor, all the prosecutors, because we see the emails. He copied everybody through the entire thing, and they worked hand in hand to try to force Brendan into a plea deal. That's what they did. That was their goal. It wasn't about the truth. The May 13th coercion session, I'll call it, that was set up entirely by Kaczynski. I'm sure it was done with a plan before it ever, he ever went to see them. I know that we found out in these 2010 hearings, they had met. O'Kelly and Kaczynski had met and talked about this hearing coming up on the 12th, where Fox was going to rule if the March 1st confession was going to be allowed. And they expected it to be denied because they were trying to get that removed. And so they felt like Brendan would be at his low point. This comes out, I think, in this episode here. They talk about it. And so the plan was to go after him. And this whole convoluted idea that Kaczynski could not be there, we'll get more into that. It's absolutely ridiculous. If Brendan had something to say, why couldn't that wait till Monday when Kaczynski wasn't doing his drill duties, his National Guard duties that weekend? He couldn't be available. It's absolutely ridiculous to me. Kratz allowed it because he wanted a clean confession, and that's not what he got at all.
Like, to recap a little bit, the lawyer is not present during an interview. The lawyer says on TV that his client is guilty. And the lawyer, I mean, the list keeps going. But that's the point. Like, what are we doing here? Like, Judge,
right.
Judge, are you listening?
The lawyer is turning into the prosecutor and the cops. Hey, you need to get this search warrant, but leave my name off of it. But you need to look here for this piece of evidence. But I'm not involved. Thanks. What more needs? You're right. What more needs to happen to show how much legally they did against Brendan, his own client. He absolutely destroyed, O'Kelly and Kaczynski destroyed Brendan's chance for an acquittal. Destroyed it.